ship's getting tighter. All we gotta do is just work with it. And we're live. Thanks for tuning in to Roomies and Movies number 63. We're going to be discussing the latest episode of Castle Rock on Hulu. The third and fourth episodes of Twin Peaks: The Return. Very cute Luke. Also, Christopher Robin and The Darkest Minds that just came out theatrically this week. Was there any news stories that you wanted to cover?
No. Were there any that you care about?
Just fucking Moviepass sinking even more, and it's just like, no, guys, don't worry. We're definitely going to save this. And it's like, just, you got to take that dog. Just be done with it. Have everybody pissed off at you because just dragging it along, it isn't helping anybody.
Like, I don't know how you guys dealt with Moviepass. Like, I literally... I went to go see.
It just worked, and you didn't have to deal with anything.
Yeah, but then they just started
this last month has just been fucking a mess.
Yeah, like it's been more than a month. They've been doing that whole like they changed the price, the amount of movies you could see, then they started requiring you to take pictures. Like I got pissy when I went to go see Christopher Robin this afternoon because I pulled up the app and was like, free reservation, make it. And it's like $1.75 convenience charge. And I was like, the fuck is this you say? There's no convenience charges in this. So
did you have to pay convenience charge?
No. So then I just drove to the theater. I didn't order the ticket beforehand. I just went to their self-serve kiosk and ordered it there for no convenience charge.
That's fair. That's fair.
But then
I imagine that's how it would be with me. It's like,
but then you go in there and like at the beginning of the previews, before they show any previews, it was like, join our thing where you can make online reservations for free. And I was like, don't bullshit me. You just tried charging me $2.
What if they're just sneaking it under the rug that like for the bigger blockbuster style movies?
Like, we'll see what happens. It might have been just it could have been just a snafu with the app today. It's never done it before. This literally would have been the first time it's ever tried it. So, but whatever.
Right on.
Also, really,
yeah, I have friends that have been on Moviepass, and they're like, "Nah, we're canceling it with this last email." And I was like, "Man, I'd love to just use it again because it's either been in the theater for a month and I've already seen it, or it's a new movie and I have to see it for this." So it's like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. And it sucks because Thursday night, since it's not considering a new movie, I could have seen Darkest Minds without getting charged, but I saw that there wasn't a charge or like I could see it with no repercussions. And I was like, oh, fuck it. I'll just see it this weekend at some point. As soon as it clicked over to Friday, that was fucking just no holds barred. And I was like, God damn it. So,
because what they said today was there won't be any more surge pricing or restrictions on movies. You can just only see 3 a month.
Yeah, I believe the email said that they're doing away with all the other crap. 3 movies, and if you go to any movies after that, you get a $5 off discount.
Yeah,
so
yeah, it's like $2 to $5 off for everything over 5. So whatever. You'll still be okay. I mean, it's not like we see 2 to 3 movies a week theatrically or anything. So.
Yep, definitely don't. Although I could have seen Spy Who Dumped Me I wouldn't have had any problems seeing that. But I think it'll be here this next week, so.
I'm sure. But you got better things to see this weekend.
Oh, yeah? What's next weekend?
Well, we can get to that at the end. I don't want you to shut this podcast off already.
What's next weekend?
What?
What are we seeing this next week?
The Meg, Jason Statham versus a giant shark.
Oh, yeah, I'm totally down for that.
And the Slenderman movie.
Oh. Do we have to see a Slenderman?
It's going to be so bad. Are you scared of Slenderman?
I'm terrified of the Slenderman, actually. Have you ever played the games?
No, that's all for children.
See? F you, man. You're going into this without any knowledge of the subject matter, and I'm like,
No,
Oh, I
because
definitely have that subject matter, and I'm.
listen, I might not have played the games, but I've heard and read enough creepypasta about Slenderman just fucking sucking dicks and fucking little girls, and it's really weird. And there's this weird sexual component to everything that I don't like.
Yeah, but it's also like the fucking goddamn it, Slenderman's at Main City, so I'll definitely be able to see it. Fuck. No, I've played the game. I've played alternate takes of the game. I followed that news story of when the kids murdered their friend and blamed it on Slenderman. Like, me and
One,
Slenderman know each other, and it's like, God damn it!
they
They set the tone for that whole premise so well that it's like, oh fuck me, right?
no. I mean, we'll get into it more next week probably. But Slenderman's a big pile of dum dum. He's just a dude in a suit with big arms. It's stupid. He takes little kids because he's a pedophile. It's dumb.
He has tentacles. He grab you.
But it's not scary. Tentacles are not.
It's definitely scary. It's paranormal bullshit, and I probably won't sleep without the light on for a fucking week or two. This is what you do to me, and I'm so happy and appreciative of it. You're such a great friend. You prick.
You knew this was coming. We knew this movie
I
was coming out
definitely
eventually.
did not think it was this soon. F my life.
Slenderman. It's gonna be so bad. I'm so excited to see a shitty horror movie again. It's gonna be so bad. So bad. And then
I'm
also
not
see
excited. I'm excited about the Meg now.
honestly, if he doesn't punch that shark in the face, I'm gonna boycott it. I'll walk out. Like I won't sit through the credits, I guess. I don't know.
I hope he gets swallowed by it and punches his way out. That's what I want.
What if he was like the shark was chasing him as he's in that submersible or whatever, and he comes up on like a sand barge and the rock is there and just like pushes him back into it, so it's like the rock is punching him with the submarine.
No, I want him to have his own cheesy lines. Like, I hope he is in a submarine that gets attacked by it and, like, barely survives. And then he gets into the smaller one and, like, it's that pill-shaped one and he just goes straight into the shark's mouth and he's like, take your vitamins, and then punches his way out.
I could hope.
So let's get into it. Let's start with Castle Rock. What'd you think?
It's fine. It's just more Castle Rock. They're just piling more mystery on, and I don't know.
I really dig it, and I think we really have to watch it week to week.
I'm fine. I'm just not like engaged with it, I guess, the way you are. Like I just watch it and I was like,
That's
it's
fair.
fine. Okay.
There's some thing that like I have a feeling we're gonna see weird shit for the next 2 or 3 episodes, and then they'll start explaining some things if it does at all. Right now, I can't think of it. I don't think they do explain anything in Stephen King. Do they?
In what?
Like
Stephen
it's you're
King?
just
In
yeah,
like
like you're
any
just
of it?
left to your own devices and like decide what the hell went on.
No, that's not true. Like literally at the end of The Stand, the hand of God comes down and stops everything. So, you know, that happens.
Okay, touche. I'm thinking of the like everything's explained paranormally. Like that shit would never happen in normal places because like these things, stars aligned and bullshit and paranormal shit happened. That's why this place is all fucked up.
Maybe in that. But I mean, there's always like you may not like the answer, but it's usually explained. Like it is an interdimensional being that crashed in Maine millions of years ago and just eats every 16 years, you know? Shit like that.
That's awesome. No, I was thinking more like 1922 and like Jarl's game. Like shit's explained, but like also like these are like the worst case scenarios of things. That's like, oh well, Fuck you guys.
I don't know. Gerald's game, like, there was just a big, creepy tall guy who liked to murder people who happened to be watching her. There's nothing paranormal about it. It's just creepy.
It's too weird. Too weird
Whatever.
indeed. But I'm really digging it. I think we should definitely watch it week to week. Just because
Like,
then we
it
don't
was
have
okay.
to, like, binge it.
It seems like they're trying to do that thing that, like, Lost did, where, like, even if the episode's not great, they hook you at the end. They do something at the end to try and hook you in, you know?
Yeah, I definitely, with the shooting you're just speaking of. And even that, it's like, did he go crazy because things weren't changing, or because he fist pounded the devil?
Or it could be the, like, combination. I'm more curious about, I think it was the second episode, when, like, he pulled the alarm because he saw Skarsgård with all these bodies around him, but that never really happened. Was that, like, was Skarsgård giving him a prophecy of what he was going to do when he shot everybody? Like, was, like, a precognitive warning?
Shit, I didn't even realize that. That's awesome. But yeah, none of that's going to be explained because, I mean, he's dead, so what we got is
Or
what we got.
You don't know.
I mean, it could, but I doubt
He
it.
could be. He could talk to the psychic. He could be a ghost. He could be a Nosferatu. You know, you never know.
Man, I hope so. I hope he pops up in the cage and, like, he's just in the next plane of existence with Locke. And he's like, well, this is your lot in life now.
Or, like, it could get real weird, and we could do, like, Cronenberg-esque body horror, like his wife could get birth to him fully grown, and be like, he's reincarnated. Yeah, let's get weird.
I'm totally down for however weird it gets. So I'm looking forward to it. On to Twin Peaks then.
Talking
because
about
I have
weird.
no fucking idea what's going on.
What do you mean you don't know what's going on? It's all very simple. It's all right there.
Yeah. It seems like it's laid out, but it feels like it's like one piece of a huge puzzle. And it's like, okay, so the doppelganger made a second one of himself so he didn't get taken back to the Black Lodge?
Yes.
So
How, I don't know. But yes, he made another duplicate so that when Cooper would come out of the Black Lodge, his doppelganger wouldn't be taken back, but what the fuck's his name? Donnie or whatever? I don't even remember.
Dougie. Mr. Dougie.
Dougie, there we go. I knew it started with a D. Mr. Jackpots. That Dougie would be taken back, essentially stopping the Red Room, taking him back, and also crippling Cooper to an extent. And even Cooper, or even Mike explained it to Agent Cooper when he's having that, like, dream in his bedroom where he's like, they tricked you, you know, like, you're not yourself. It was all a trick.
Huh. Son of a bitch. So what then? So when Dougie, what's the pellet then that Dougie turned into then?
I don't know.
And the ring,
pellet?
it's like, God damn it, all these goddamn. So was that ring significant in the first couple seasons?
Wasn't that ring in Fire Walk with Me?
I think so. I knew it showed up somewhere, but I couldn't remember where.
Yeah, I think it was a Fire Walk with Me, but then the design is the same logo that was in the cave in season 2. So
Very cool.
He brought the owls back. You know, when the limo driver's
I'm waiting for one of these things to trigger his memories, and he's like, "Oh fuck, I'm fucking Agent Cooper." And like he gets coffee and just fucking drinks it and spits it out. I was like, it's fucking burning my mouth because I'm a newborn child that's had a body for 2 days.
Oh, Dougie.
Oh, Dougie.
We get Oh, Dougie. Lynch is back as the FBI director. We get a nice cameo from back as Denise.
Maybe one of the strangest cameos. Like, it just feels like Lynch said, like, he was working on it again, and he just contacted everybody that had been in Twin Peaks. Like, well, I don't know if there's a part for you, but would you like to make a cameo? Because I'll write that shit in.
Well, that
And
one
like,
made
yeah.
sense because Duchovny was in the first show. The one that's crazy is fucking Michael Cera as their kid.
Wally is the strangest person on this fucking show now. As when they listen, if it was Michael Cera on his own, I'd be decently all right with it. Fucking 30s style, fucking I'm on the road living on my bike. Michael Cera, I can't. It's too far.
Yeah, him.
And I like it, but it's like
he's doing a Marlon Brando impression for the wild one that he's doing. He's just exactly the same. He's doing a really shitty Brando impersonation. It's good stuff. But like that was for like 6 minutes ever. Like it just kept going on and on.
So they recast Truman, right?
No, that's his brother.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
So what happened to the original one?
They said he's sick. That's why Wally came. He's like, I want to pay my respects to your brother. I hear he's not doing well in the hospital.
Okay, this is making sense. Now I got you. This fucking show, man.
I'm still not quite sure what the fucking doctor's doing out in the woods. Just painting shovels gold. Don't know what's going on there.
I'm glad he is, and I'm glad we're getting little bits of it, because I'm pretty sure if that whole scene comes together and it's just one long scene, it's just gonna explode our fucking heads. Like whatever happened to the Watcher and his girlfriend that were making out on they were violently mutilated.
Super creepy when they go talk to the Cooper doppelganger in prison, and he's just like, it sounds like a recording. He's just trying to be like Cooper, and it just doesn't work. It's so terrifying.
Yeah. The scene right after that, when they're outside and they're whispering to each other, and like the thing way cranked up. He's like, "Don't shuffle your feet. This thing is turned to the max." Thank you, David Lynch. Thank you for all of that. David.
So, at this point, I'm thinking that I don't know about like the woman who was murdered or why, but I'm assuming the man's body, whose fingerprints are blocked by the military, I'm assuming that's Bobby's dad.
Possibly. I figured didn't they find Cooper's? I thought that Cooper's fingerprints were blocked. But I guess the other one would make sense.
They didn't. Cooper's wouldn't have been because he was in prison, and that's how they caught him and called the FBI. They said, we have your man in here.
Okay. Yeah, but he just left his gun after he shot the one lady, didn't he?
No, it was the guy she was having an affair with. It was his gun, and Cooper was wearing gloves.
Gotcha. Okay. I also hope that whatever that fucking thing that he threw up doesn't turn into a morphed something or other.
It's
that's terrifying.
What the hell is it? Garbanzano or whatever? It's from Fire Walk with Me. It's like the gore, the thing the people in the Black Lodge want.
Gross. Also, there's a bomb on a car somewhere that some kid saw. That his druggy mom was so fucking.
Yeah,
these episodes are weird, man.
It's weird. There's assassins after Dougie for some reason. He owes somebody's money.
Also, Dougie landed Naomi Watts somehow. Good for him, though. Good for him.
Yeah, don't know how that works, but good on you, Dougie. in those fucking terrible ass suits. What are you doing?
Those really, really awful suits.
But at this point, like,
yeah, I think that's.
I just want Cooper back. I want my special agent Dale Cooper back. I want him throwing rocks at a fucking can to solve mysteries and stuff, and having these weird quips and enjoying pie. Because everything in the Black Lodge, he's been reactionary and not much is going on, and now he's Dougie and he's like a child. Like, I just want my Cooper back.
I just want Cooper back. Yeah, I think that's it for those episodes.
Who do you think it is that they're gonna get? Remember Lynch and the other FBI agent were talking about, like, the woman. They needed to find this woman to prove it wasn't Cooper.
I think they're trying to say, or Heather Graham, whoever she returned as.
I thought she was dead.
No, they kidnapped her and took her to the Black Lodge, and like he saved her, but then got doppelganged.
But I thought in, like, Fire Walk with Me, when she was warning Laura Palmer, I thought she was like a dead vision warning Laura about how Dale was stuck in the Black Lodge. I mean, it's been a minute since we watched season 2, but
yeah. I don't know. But I figure maybe her or Ben's daughter. I can't think of her damn name.
Audrey? You remember her goddamn name.
Audrey. But I apologize.
What if she blew up in the bank? I don't know what happened to that bank situation with her and Pete.
This show is too weird to talk about, almost. It's like, man, if you're coming into this conversation hot and have no idea, just go back and start watching, because there's honestly no way to discuss what's going on unless you are paying attention to what's going on.
And even then, it's hard to discuss sometimes.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm excited. Are we watching the next 2 episodes, or just going singly then?
Nope, let's just do 2 more. I need this in my life.
That's fair. That was the correct answer too. So then going on from there, how do you feel about Christopher Robin? Because you just got out of that, right?
Yeah, I watched it. It's a thing.
How was that?
It's an odd film. It is very odd. Why do you keep making this face? It's odd, and you know it's odd.
I'm interested in how you feel about it, because I've been trying to mull over how I feel about it.
I don't know. Like, I grew up on, like, those Winnie the Pooh cartoons, so, like, I love all those characters, but it's also trapped in, like, this weird indie movie that also wants to be a very straightforward bad dad story and have to learn how to love your family. It's just a weird fucking mix. Also,
yeah.
My biggest takeaway, maybe you can explain it to me. Why do they all look like they're stuffed animals except for Owl and Rabbit, who look like an owl and a rabbit? It bugged the fuck out of me.
Because that's the way they were in the cartoon and comic, right? Like, they were the actual animals, everybody else was stuffed animals.
I don't know. Were they? In the cartoon, everyone was alive and talked. Nobody looked like a fucking stuffed animal.
Oh, you're right. So, on that note, I had very little exposure to Winnie the Pooh growing up.
What?
So I went into this movie realizing that, like, when it started, I was like, oh yeah, I have no fucking idea of any of these stories. Like, when they started talking about the Heffalump and
the Woozles?
Woozle, I was like, I'm so lost right now. But yeah, it's a really odd film.
It is, but I love, I actually really kind of like the designs of the animals and stuff. Like, I like that look to it. They look really good. Yeah, I like the design of, like,
probably the one thing I hate the most of this.
Really, I really liked it.
I don't know.
Hyper realistic stuffed animals.
I like that they're highly realistic. I don't like how aged they've always looked. Like, if they would have been kind of aged, like when he was playing with them when he was young, but like running that gambit of them being completely used and like you can't tell me Tigger doesn't look like the fucking brother of Daniel Tiger from fucking Mr. Rogers.
By the end, but not at the beginning, he looks a little old, but at that point, they're a year younger than Christopher Robin, which means he's had him for like 8 years. And playing with him outside every day. There would be somewhere.
I don't know. I really liked Eeyore. Eeyore was fun.
Eeyore is the best. He's the original emo. He just wants to kill himself. He doesn't care. I think it's fantastic.
He was hanging out with Eeyore, and I was like, oh yeah, I guess that's why I hang out with Luke. Was because he was just that part. He was that emotional part that I just never had to contend with. That I was like, oh, he's doing enough for me. So,
but yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I like stuff, but other stuff's really weird. I don't know. And also, Christopher Robin can go fuck off. You don't yell at Winnie the Pooh. God damn it, get your shit together, man. That was upsetting to me.
Winnie the Pooh needs to take it down a notch.
He's acting
like he doesn't know what he's playing dumb. He's playing dumb and acting like he doesn't know shit, and he's just like, you know what? I'm done with this. Fuck off. He literally just walked the fuck away instead of like sorting things out. After going to a completely different fucking universe to track down this person, the one's like, oh yeah, you fucked up. And he's like, you know what? I don't need this shit. And just fucking walks the fuck off. I don't know. I just felt the movie felt very boring to me. Even you texted me before you saw it. It was like, am I gonna fall asleep? I was like, I'm surprised I didn't, because like that movie's slow as fuck, and not intentionally slow. It's just slow.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird movie, but it's pretty. So I don't know.
It is. I'm not gonna take that away from it, but
I mean, I don't say go see it if you're a big Winnie the Pooh fan. Like, it's cool seeing Pooh. Come on, he's just sitting on that tree holding the balloon, waiting for Christopher Robin to come back. Shit's sad.
Yeah, after he fucked off. He was just like, he's gonna fucking sort his shit out, and then I'll be waiting for him. He knows where the fuck to find me. It's like, you're being a real prick, Pooh.
No, he's like, and then I'll get the fucking honey. It'll be fine.
I don't know. It was just really strange, him hiding this fucking talking bear, and like everybody saw it was real, and it's like, I'm not making this shit up, but I think it would have played so well if it would have just like cut to his neighbor's fucking point of view, and he really is just running around with a stuffed bear talking to it. I think I would have. But then that literally
would have belied the message of the film, though. Like, it would have.
It's true.
You know, it's that as much as you miss your childhood, it misses you too, and it's there for you, and it's a real tangible thing, which is also borderline almost to that step of why Star Wars fans are so entitled and can fuck off. Like, it rides that line real well.
Yeah.
But it also leaves that great moment, though, where like the taxi driver and the cop and that guy, and then Pooh's like, thank you, and they're like, that fucking bear talk. The cop's like, nope, didn't, nope.
It was the dude from the IT crowd. Oh, it's so great. Even as a cop, I was like, this just took it up a notch. I was going to hate this movie. Now I'm all right with this movie again. But
like, it's tonally like so weird. And the opening credits, you see Christopher Robin at war, like murdering people, and like, it's very odd.
Yeah, I don't know. It could have. There's just parts that bug me about it, but overall, I guess the movie's all right. Like you said, I think if you grew up with Winnie the Pooh, you'll like this movie. Me not having that experience for the most part, it's all right. But yeah, it's all right.
It's all right.
It's all
That's all
why
right.
this was blocked from my Moviepass with such indie styling. I'm pissed. Have you seen
That's why.
the General Kenobi fucking meme?
Probably. I don't know which one. There's
It's
a billion Star Wars
fucking
memes.
it's Ewan McGregor sitting on sitting on the bench, and he's like, "Is that you?" And it turns into this fucking poo with 4 arms and fucking lightsaber. He's like, "I've been waiting for you, General Kenobi." That's brilliant.
All I saw somebody, they were talking about how like it's gonna cross over with the Infinity Gauntlet, and Thanos is gonna get his hand stuck in a honeypot, and then Pooh's gonna get it and become the supreme ruler of the Earth. Which I could watch
believe
this
it.
Pooh doing the snap, killing people. I'd watch that. But I don't know. It's weird.
It's too weird. Almost too weird. It's like kind of too weird and just alright. But I'll give it the alright.
Yeah. Like I said, they're trying to smash like 17 different styles all together, and none of it works together, so it makes it weird. Because even like
Eeyore just
when
bumping
like
around though was the best.
because even when like Christopher Robin, realized it and then like saved him from the fake heffalump, and everyone's all happy, but then he like falls asleep. And he's like, "Fuck you guys, I gotta get to work." And it's like, what are we doing?
Weird shit, but I liked it.
And then
fucking Eeyore, just fucking Eeyore in the river is the best. Like, this is just a Wednesday for me. I guess I'm heading to the waterfall. This is my lot in life. He's like, Eeyore, fucking no. And I was like, oh yeah, Eeyore was always like that fucker.
Yeah, he's always just like,
but I liked it.
Life shits on me. Everything's terrible. What's a person to do?
It's good stuff. So is that all you got for Christopher Robin then?
Yeah, like I said, I didn't ruminate much. I had to run to a 4:00 showing today because I was just so tired yesterday. Like I don't know why, but one, I didn't go see Christopher Robin because I was so tired, and two, when I went to go see The Darkest Mind, I didn't even want to drive the 15 minutes to the AMC. I paid to go see Darkest Mind here in town because I didn't want to drive.
On that note, what'd you think of Darkest Minds?
Who is that a bad movie? But you like it because you like all those YA bullshit.
I don't know about this movie.
I do. It's bad.
There's parts of it that I really want to like, but I really hate the movie, and it makes me uncomfortable. Parts of it, and
it makes you uncomfortable to hate it.
Yeah.
Why?
And we'll get to that in a sec. But you tell me why it's bad.
It's very derivative. It follows that same YA dystopian future of everything else, where the one special girl who has special things but has to hide it, and then everyone's segregated into separate groups to identify who you are, and you have to overcome those group divisions and become better, and it's just all so derivative. Plus,
I mean, it's the same shit we've been seeing for 3-4 years now.
Yeah.
Plus, it's so what?
It's so boring to be like, there's this virus thing that mutates people like the X-Men, but there's only 5 possible powers you can have. You're either really smart, have electric powers, fire powers, or you can control people's minds. It's really dumb. And what was the bad guy's, like, what was he doing? He's like, I'm building an army. But I saw his camps shine people's boots and lace their, it was so dumb. I didn't understand any of it.
One, this movie drags on forever. It felt like a 3-hour movie, and it was only like an hour and 40?
And it does the same thing that all of these do, where there isn't a real narrative act structure to it. It's we're introducing all these ideas so we can pay them off in future movies, which have. So nothing is resolved in this. Everything's built up, but it's still vague enough to seem threatening or mysterious.
It's okay. So the powers problem is I can't wrap my mind around that because it seems like they're all on the same level with powers. They just have different enhanced abilities. Unless you're red, which just means you can shoot fire out of your mouth.
Yeah, or the electricity. I don't think there's many different fucking varieties of controlling electricity.
Well,
and then the greens are just
weird.
smart. That is the dumbest.
Yeah, but that was weird.
They can just understand stuff, and so they do that dumb effect where, like, when someone uses their powers, their eyes glow the color of their power, and like he'll be like, "My eyes are green." Oh, I figured it out. It's like, fuck off. This is the dumbest thing ever.
No, but wasn't Liam gold then?
No, he was blue. Like, he was a telekinetic.
But that's electricity people, though, wasn't it?
No, I thought they were yellow.
But wasn't Sue's eyes blue?
No, I don't know. Fucking, there's the separate group. There's telekinetic, electric, and like you can only do the thing that you do. You can like practice at it, so you're better at telekinesis than someone else, I guess. But in the end, you still just have telekinesis.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about certain parts. It like when they finally found the refuge, and like it felt like they had deciphered the code, and it was going to be a happy ending, and like they didn't have to worry about the rest of the world. And it's like they had figured out a situation that wasn't Lord of the Flies, and like they all just got along, and then it turned out to be, nope, they're all villains. It's like, fucking, this shit happens. It's like, fucking put a bullet in my brain, because I'm not dealing with, you gotta pick a war to fight.
It's sort of like, there's far more interesting stuff within the world of that movie. Like, I'd be much more interested in the idea of like, what's everyone else doing? You're facing the extinction of your race because you can't have kids anymore. Like, there's only so much longer before you're dead and these kids with powers take over. But you're not doing anything with that.
Also, it doesn't make sense that all the adults would just go to the populated cities for jobs. I mean, wouldn't you try to live in the farm and fucking start growing your own food and shit like that? Like,
well, that doesn't even make sense when they're like, the economy is collapsed because there's no children. I'm like, people still need shit. The economy wouldn't collapse. Certain things would, but you still need food, cars, attendance. Like, there's plenty of things that would keep the economy afloat, but you wouldn't have like video games and malls. Like, it would still be okay, guys. Like, get off your fucking high horse saying that kids are so special.
Yeah, and then it was another thing where she went back to Salem. Like, they snuck into Salem to sneak her back to her house. Her parents are just going on like, fucking, who gives a shit about the world? And there's no one fucking else anywhere. It's like, there's a lot of things that were very inconsistent in this movie. I mean, there were some...
that those kids are just traveling and no one sees them at all, ever? Like, there's that part where they go to a fully functioning hotel, and I'm like, what's going on here? Either this one because it's abandoned, or you checked in, which makes no sense because you're a child and you're supposed to be outlawed.
Yeah.
It's very inconsistent.
So,
I figured you were going to talk about the icky sexual assault part. because that's a thing that
that's where we're getting. That's where we're getting to. What? How? Yeah. At that point, I just wanted the movie to end, and like, then he's like, "Teach me how to erase memories." And it's like, I'm not okay with the situation already. And then the whole showdown happens. But how did you feel
Also,
about that whole ickiness?
It was icky, but here's the part that bugs me more. If you and I are standing fucking right next to each other and touching each other, if the heat wave is enough to put 3rd-degree burns over your entire body, I'm not going to be fine. That's not how heat works. Literally. Chubbs is literally holding her like this. He's like, I'm completely burned. It's like, that's not how it works, people. Fucking, I understand this is a movie about kids with powers, but that's just a fireball, and these kids are toast.
Yeah. And it doesn't make sense that the other guy completely survived with barely a scratch, considering where he was in the explosion.
Oh, you mean when the helicopter landed on top of him? Maybe he mind controlled his way out of it. It's so fucking dumb. It makes no sense.
Yeah. The real part I had a problem with was the ending, though. When she erases herself from his memories.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck
But
off.
it won't matter. Because if he ever saw her, he would know they're in love, and he still sees her at the end. He just lost all the memories beforehand. He's going to save her in the next one.
Like when he turned back and he's like, oh yeah, he doesn't have those memories. This is the reverse situation of the ending of the Legion season 2.
So, and it's so dumb. Like I said, it's just another thing that they're like, here's a plot point we'll pick up later, and it's just like, you're not. I didn't look at the box office, but I doubt you're getting another one.
Yeah. I hope you don't, because I really don't want to have to see this series unfold. Because it's just another one of those series, and I'm just tired of people against people.
Well, just go to Wikipedia and read the book synopsis, because I'm sure you'll get it from that.
That's fair. Maybe I will do that.
Yeah.
So, I think that's it then.
Plus,
no. There was one thing. Okay, what'd you have?
No, go ahead. What? Did you die?
Because are you still talking movie?
No, go ahead. I didn't know what you were going to say. Go ahead.
No, you go. You go.
I don't remember what I was going to say. I was transitioning.
So I wanted to talk to you just briefly about Mission Impossible again. And so I've had friends that have seen it, and they're like, yeah, Mission Impossible is great. Henry Cavill's awful in it.
Who's awful
and I believe we felt the same way. And that got me to thinking, is Henry Cavill not...
I think Google Hangouts is giving out. You back?
Superman. You there?
I'm here. You're the one that disappeared. Anyway,
you're the
what
one
did they say about Henry Cavill?
I'm fine.
Whatever. I didn't hear anything.
They just said they just they just said he was boring, and like he was just so not on the same caliber as like Simon Pegg and Tom Cruise and them.
Well, that's because they're the heroes and he's the secret bad guy. Like, he's fine in it. He does exactly what he needs to do, which is load his fucking arms like shotguns before he punches a little Asian man. That's all I need him to do.
It's fair. It's fair. I don't know. Thinking back on it, it's like...
No, don't let other people sway you. Only I can sway your opinion.
No, but he feels like a placeholder. He feels like, even when they're in the helicopter, like, the most impressive part was the bathroom scene that he was fighting the guy that he hired to be there.
Yeah, he's a master manipulator.
It's fair. It's fair.
He killed Alec Baldwin. That's
Either
enough.
way, I'm still alright with all the Mission Impossible movies. I'm like, fuck yeah. I hope he comes back as Two-Face. Even with a hook through the head.
Like I said, he's fucking donezo. There's just like no way. I hope his twin brother comes back.
I hope he comes back as Hookhead and he just has the giant fucking hook right in
He's
his
just fucking
forehead.
like Tom Cruise shuts his bathroom
And
mirror and it says, "I know what you did
face.
last summer" on it. Yeah.
So what were you gonna say then?
I don't know. What were you saying?
No, that was
I don't know. Okay. I was gonna say, go fuck yourself.
That's fair. It's accurate.
Thing's a shit show. This ship is sinking quick.
No way. I think this ship is only getting better. I'm so excited. So then next week we're watching Meg, Slenderman, 2 episodes of Twin Peaks, Castle Rock. Anything else?
Excuse me. You caught up on Gone Girl yet? Not Gone Girl. The one from the girl who wrote Gone Girl. Sharp Objects.
Sharp Objects. Do you want me to get caught up on it? Is it done yet?
I got caught up yesterday. 5. I think there's 3 episodes left.
So get caught up on that?
I got caught up last night.
Okay, I'll get caught up.
Because there is definitely a scene where the detective from Kansas City is just straight up like jerking off right in front of her. He's like, "You like this? Huh? This what you like?" And I was like, "Where are we going here, show? What's going on?"
I'm glad you braced me for that because I'm sure if that scene would have just came up, I'd be like, you know what, fuck you, Luke.
Also, like, it's very quick, but I'd be straight dong too. Like, I think he's just straight jerking it. It's weird.
It's HBO. They love showing dick anymore, so it's like
it's weird because like Amy Adams is framed right in front of him, so like her body is blocking it. But then like he moves just a little. It's like, "Do you guys see my dick? Okay, let's go back." And then he goes back in front of her.
I don't know. So I suppose that's what we're doing for next week, huh?
Yeah. We can talk more about masturbating.
Tune in next week. We'll do all that. So looking forward to it. Slenderman, fucking Megalodon is jerking off. That's next week's random.
Yeah.
We'll catch you then. Peace out, everybody.
Catch
and watch Twin Peaks. What are you doing? Why are you not watching Twin Peaks? Get caught up. Duh, you're being stupid. Get there.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you next week.
Hello.